Hello and welcome to the addendum video for section 2. So there's just 3 things that have really been added since to the new exam that you need to know about for this section on call signs. The first thing we're going to look at is the phonetic alphabet. So we'll write call signs at the top here. Number 1, the phonetic alphabet. I already talked about the phonetic alphabet before. I think you remember what it is. It's the system where instead of saying letters, we use a word for letter. So instead of WB5, WBW, I'll say Willy Billy 5, Willy Billy Willy, or something like that. The phonetic alphabet, I may have said this, but it's really being emphasized more on the test now than before. So I'm going to emphasize it even more here. The phonetic alphabet is really encouraged by the FCC. And by hams in general. I don't know the FCC, but it's encouraged by hams. It's encouraged you should use the phonetic alphabet. Also, use a standard phonetic alphabet. It's actually not a good idea to say Willy Billy 5, Willy Billy Willy, because nobody can tell what that means. If you say that on the air, the ham will just be like, what? They won't really understand what you're saying because Willy and Billy all sound the same. You want to be able to distinguish the words from each other and the letters. That's the whole point of using the phonetic alphabet. So instead of saying Willy Billy 5, Willy Billy Willy, say Whiskey Bravo 5, Whiskey Bravo Whiskey, which is much easier to distinguish. There is a standard phonetic alphabet you should use, and I believe it is in the Gordon West manual. I may have already showed it to you. I don't quite remember. But in standard phonetic alphabet, W is Whiskey, and B is Bravo, and 5 is 5 because it's a number. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing has to do with club station licenses. Number 2, club station licenses. So your ham radio club can get its own license. This is called a club station license grant. And there's just one requirement. Your club has to have at least 4 people in it. Your club needs to have at least 4 people before it's eligible to get a club license or a club station license grant. This is a new question that was put on the test in 2018, which is why it's part of this addendum, since this addendum is to update the old videos which were filmed in 2017, as I already explained. So you must have at least 4 people. All right, awesome. And the third and last thing that I need to go over this addendum, third-party communications. This is being emphasized a lot more. The definition of third-party communications. And this is really simple. Third-party communications is just when you're transmitting on ham radio to another ham, but on behalf of another person who's the third party. So you're delivering a message on behalf of a non-ham over ham radio. That's third-party communications. When transmitting to another ham on behalf of, or when transmitting, to another ham on behalf of another person, the third party. On behalf of another person. Another dude. The third party. All right. Oh. And that's it for the section 2 addendum. Now you can go ahead and study this in the Gordon West manual and take the quiz. And I'll see you in the next video.